Hello guys, so today we are here to solve our today's lead code challenge, longest subarray of ones after deleting one element. So there are, some things which we need to understand about this problem. First of all, we need to find the longest subarray. It's not subsequence, subarray. Subarray is always contiguous, okay? And then other thing is that we have to delete one element. So we have to delete one element at all cost. So which is the longest subarray if we are allowed to delete one element? And even if we are not allowed to delete element, we have to delete one element. Okay. So I know I'm sounding little contrarian, but that is the thing. So let's, go through these examples. Then it will be clear to us. See, here, this is one, and then this is zero. So we can delete this zero and then again count back this one. So there are total 3 ones because we are deleting this intermediate zero and we are counting this 3 ones. Perfect. Now, see here. Again, we have 0 and then these ones. So here till now we have 3 ones, but then this one more 0 is there. And this is spoiling the game. Then again, we'll start from here. Again, we'll start from here. 3 ones, 0, total 4 ones. Okay. Now, this is okay. Now we come here, total 4 ones, 5 ones, perfect. But now we again encounter 1 0. Now we'll again come from this point because these two zeros are spoiling the game. So we'll start counting from this point. So we have to have this last scene 0. Okay. So first of all, if you are starting from here, then we know that this last 0 at this point, first 0th index, then we keep on going. And as soon as we encounter the next 0, okay, so we know that our this we cannot take 2 zeros in our range. So we have to consider this as one range. Then we have to take from this and take this whole shaded thing as one range. And as soon as we encounter this, then we have to come from this point after this second 0 and then consider this range. So where is the last scene 0? That is very critical aspect of this problem. Okay. So keep this thing in mind. Okay. And now come to this problem. Okay. In this, we have all indexes value as 1. Okay. So when all indexes values are 1, then it means that, the answer is 3, but the heading itself says that you have to delete one element. And when you have to delete one element, instead of giving answer as 3, you will return 2. Okay. So see, here the value is 3, but this is equal to the total length of this nums array. And we are doing nums length minus, I mean to say result is, then in that case, we are doing decrement of that result, and that will be coming as 2. Okay. So I hope the explanations are clear to us. If any doubt, please, post it in the comments and I'll explain it further. So with this, we will, solve this problem. And max range, let's name our variable. This is with max range. So let's start this with integer dot min value. Okay. Then left, these are the two indices, and right, these are the two indices. And as I was mentioning, that I'll be taking this last scene 0. This is very important aspect of this problem, and we'll initialize it with -1. Okay, why I'm initializing it with -1? Because at the beginning of this problem we have not yet encountered any 0. Okay, so the index at which we are going to get 1 0, we will update our this variable last in 0 with that index every time, all the time. Okay. And then we will be taking one Boolean variable, which will be, a 0 encountered, and it will be false because initially at the outset, we have not seen any 0 as of now. Okay. And then we will be, doing this. Right is less than nums dot length. Usual stuff, usual whenever we are processing the array, we do this. And here only we will, do this check. Nums of right is equal to 0. If we have encountered 0, then based on the condition of this problem, see, if you see here, see, if we have encountered 0, it doesn't matter to us. Okay, we can keep going ahead. But as soon as we encounter the 0 second time, then we will, we'll do changes in our settings. Then again, we will, move our this leftmost pointer one step ahead. So here we have again two conditions. In the nums right 0, we have two conditions, and that is if 0 encountered. So if 0 encountered is true, okay, if it is true, then, this is the second time we are encountering 0. And if we are second time we are encountering our 0, then what we will do, that we will, put our left is equal to right. Okay, left is equal to right. Else what we'll do, if so we have not yet encountered the 0, then in that case, so left is equal to right, and if we have not encountered the 0, then we will, let this thing as, first of all, we need to last seen 0 is equal to right. This will always be there. Okay, and so if we have not encountered so this is the first time we are encountering 0. So if we are encountering 0 first time, then what we will do, we will not, do left any changes with the left. What we will do that, okay, so we will make this as true. Okay, so we'll make this 0 encountered as, so if we are if it is false, then we will be making this 0 encountered is equal to true. Yes, true. That's it. Okay, anything else? Left is equal to right, and let's result or max range is equal to math.max of max range comma, then what we'll do, right minus left. Okay, and then plus right. Okay, so this plus right will always be happening. Okay, and here, as I mentioned, that if max range is equal to nums dot length, then we'll do minus of max range. Okay, and then we will be returning max range. That's it. So let's see whether this solution runs correctly or not. Okay, so some issues are there. We'll have to check. So right is less than nums of length. So we will be incrementing this. If nums of right is equal to 0, then we'll, if it is not, 0 is not encountered. Oh yeah, so we will be taking this value. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I hope you have understood why we will take left is equal to last 0 plus 1. See, we are always, tracking where we have seen the 0. Okay, so when we come to this position, we put our last change 0 at the 0th index. But since this is the only 0, we are going ahead and incrementing our max range. Okay, but as soon as we come to this 0, what we do that we have our 0 encountered as true. So 0 encountered true. In that case, what we do that we update. So this index is now last in 0. This current where my cursor is, this index is the last in 0. Now we update our last in 0 to left to be we update our left to be after this index. After this index we update our this last in 0, and that's how we proceed further. Okay, so let's submit this thing and see how it is behaving. Perfect. So if you have any doubt, please post it in the comments and I'll answer those doubts. Thanks a lot. Thanks.